Because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready, 33, yellow.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
45, right. Hey, check Mega.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He'll drop to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Madison running left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Sharp calls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Black. 95.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put...
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The Lions at 9-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
from 17 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And Patterson not going.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Handoff running left, Patterson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Got his man. It's London.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yooo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Yooo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now Wilson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson will throw again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Hunt is in for a Lions touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Patterson running between the tackles. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
34 yards.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Yooo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Yooo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And now the throw taken in by Chark.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 14 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Ritter will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Yooo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
60 red. 60 red. Fight. 97. Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Yooo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports.